welcome everybody to a series of interviews I'll be doing with every head coach at the public schools here in Wilson County. Today we're here at Wilson Central High School with Coach Kuhn. How you doing today, Coach?
Doing good. Excited to have you guys here.
Sweet, nice to be here. I just wanted to say it's really cool seeing all. It's like a couple of years since I've been here recently. All the cool upgrades y'all doing. My favorite thing is the new helmet you guys got. I think it's the best. I think it's the best new helmet in Wilson County, in my opinion.
Good.
So just to start off, I want to ask you a little bit about background, where you're from, your high school playing days, your college career, kind of your coaching trajectory that led you to being the head coach here at Wilson Central.
So I was born and raised in North Carolina, so I didn't grow up here in Tennessee. So I played football at Davie County High School in North Carolina for head coach Doug Illing. After playing there, I ended up going to Lenore-Ryan University, which is a D2 school in Hickory, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. Played there for an amazing coaching staff, and once I graduated, I knew I kind of wanted to, move out of the state and go somewhere else, and ended up in Tennessee. Once I got here, I was actually coaching in West Tennessee for my first year, and then I coached at Coffee County for 2 years. I was at Franklin High School, Coach Webb for 2 years. Then I was at Smyrna High School for 5 years, and then all of those were as an offensive line coach. And then when Green Hill opened up during the COVID year, which was nuts, I got hired as the offensive coordinator up there, and so I was there, I guess, 2.5 years, and then always kind of, I'd coached against Wilson Central and, had different games here at different places I've been, and always really knew that Wilson Central was a place that I felt could be a really good fit for me and just kind of what I like to do. And then when Wilson Central came open, I applied, and, I got lucky that it worked out, and, I'm just trying to create a little excitement down here and get this place rolling.
Nice. And I know it's your first head coaching job, right?
Yep.
So it's a little bit of uncharted water, but I know you're not really unused to that with Green Hill.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about like what it was like starting just a brand new high school from scratch, but also during the time that you opened up during COVID and all that.
And that was tough. Not only are you starting a brand new high school, but you're starting a brand new high school in COVID when you can't really be close to the kids or even see the kids as regularly as you want to. So that was a challenge, but the cool part about that is I got to see kind of what it was like to build a program from the ground up, which is very similar to, taking over a program, after another head coach leaves. So that gave me a little bit of experience, kind of what to expect, how to build a culture, how to set, expectations for the team, install offenses and defenses. So honestly, being able to go to Green Hill, even though it was during that COVID year, was a huge benefit to me, and really has helped me a lot since I got hired here.
Nice. And tell me a little bit about the head coach over at Green Hill, kind of what you learned from him, some techniques you might want to, if you're bringing anything that you learned from there to here.
Right. Yeah. Coach Crouch did an awesome job taking the school. I mean, I tell everybody I talk to, we were literally the week we played Laverne for our first game ever, we were practicing in a parking lot, and then took this group of kids from a ton of different high schools and kind of built them into a team. And then in our first year we had a lot of success for a first-year program. And then in the second year, we went on an awesome run that took us all the way to the quarterfinals. So getting to see what it was like to build that culture, to bring all those kids together was probably the best thing that I learned from being there with him.
Awesome. So getting hired here at Wilson Central is kind of your first, I don't know if it was your first time going through like a hiring process like it was for the head coaching job. Kind of what was it like applying, getting interviews and stuff like that? The faculty here, how they've been helping you out with this transition?
The interview process is always, kind of nerve-wracking when you're going through it. It's usually a tough process. I met with Dr. Ankeny and Mr. Franklin, who's the AD here, and the interview process went great. I felt like, it was a really good match with kind of, the vision I had for a program and what they wanted. One thing they always, said through the interview process is we want excellence. We want to compete. We want to be, considered one of the top programs in Wilson County. And that's something I've really, spoke to me, really made me want to come here. And then, as far as, I started in the building in January here, and just getting to know the faculty, getting to know everybody in this school has been really cool. And there's some great teachers here, unbelievable teachers here. And so it's been cool to be able to work with them and kind of start to develop that relationship.
Sweet. So let's move from, off the field, more on the field. Being the head coach here, it's going to present its own set of difficulties and that everyone's facing. But I heard, or I'm not mistaken, you're going to be taking over the offense coordinator position as well. Right. What can we expect as far as play style? What kind of offense do you like to run? What do you think is going to be the type of offense you're playing here?
Well, the big thing that I believe is I believe in you got to fit your offense to your kids. I don't believe you can say, well, I run this offense and that's all I do. So what we've really been trying to do this spring is just kind of evaluate our talents, figure out, what do these kids do best. We'll always be in some type of spread. Our probably strong point right now is on our offensive line. We've got some dudes on the offensive line that are fun to be around. So it'll be a physical kind of spread, and we're starting to get a good feel about what our talent can do as far as passing game goes. Also a big believer in tempos, so we'll play with a bunch of different tempos. A no huddle tempo, a huddle tempo, and kind of like a check with me sort of tempo. So
Sweet.
Our biggest thing is just trying to find out what our talent can do and just find ways to put it in the best place for those kids.
So I can't wait to see that during the regular season.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I remember, I think it was a couple of years ago, I did a game for Wilson Central. They were like doing like smash mouth, like wing tee stuff like that. It's going to be cool to see the difference.
Yeah, and I mean, and a lot of the concepts that were in the wing tee is very similar to modern spread concepts with some of the counter, the buck sweep stuff that we do. So with the offensive line, a lot of it is very similar. Obviously, the verbiage and everything is completely different. But it's helped, being able to kind of jump in quickly this spring.
Sweet. So speaking of the regular season, wanted to get into the new region you guys are moving in. You're going from 5A last year up to 6A this year, and also the big thing is going to be an all Wilson County. There are a couple of other teams, but an all Wilson County region. Do you think that is going to bring any fun rivalries back, any sort of competition between the guys in the county?
I'm excited because I think just in the 3 years I've been here, every year Wilson County football is improving. We've got talent to be able to compete with any other county in Middle Tennessee. The rivalries here are awesome. If you just go to a Green Hill Mount Juliet game, you can see exactly what the rivalries are like in this county. And Central, we have great rivalries too with Mount Juliet, with Lebanon. Obviously, Green Hill now. I mean, every in-county game here is a massive rivalry. The stands will be packed. It's going to be really fun seeing all these teams in the same region this year.
Awesome. So moving into your players, I just want to maybe check in your seniors. Anybody you want to spotlight? Anybody you think is going to be a big part of what you're going to be doing this upcoming year?
Yeah, our so mentioned offensive line earlier. Our offensive line, we've got 3 seniors on it. Owen Borba, who's our center. Owen is just an unbelievable kid. He's an excellent lineman, and he kind of anchors the whole group. And then we got Christian Moser, who plays guard as well, and then Jack Allen is our other guard. And so that's 3 seniors right there. They're going to be the leaders for our team, at least on offense. The skill position on offense, Ethan Kimes, who is going to play a little tight end, a little run back, might even jump in a little bit of quarterback for us this year. He's going to be one that we're trying to move all over the place. And then another senior receiver is Jake Ludvisky, big body receiver, also plays outside linebacker. And then defensively, we've got some really good guys. I know Preston Maddox plays nose guard for us, and he's been having an excellent spring so far. Jack Allen plays inside linebacker for us too. And we got George Montecino, who plays free safety for us right now, who we're really excited about too. He's had a really, really good spring. So as far as like senior leadership, we have a lot, and we're excited to see what these kids can do. And then we got some younger guys, particularly the skill positions, who are really vying for playing time and pushing those older guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Coach, for your time. I know you guys got a practice coming up. Hoping the rain doesn't get in the way of that.
Yeah, it might be a little sloppy out there today.
Yeah.